Hey you guys, happy Beauty Tip Tuesday. Welcome to my live. I am Michelle Rocco. I am an elite green status presenter with unique, naturally based products that I absolutely love, and I'm here to share them with you. So thank you so much in advance for tuning in. If you're watching this, please say hello in the comments. If you're watching on the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Okay, now I wanted to show you some tips and tricks. Of course, every week, if you've been following me, you know for maybe 2 years now, every Tuesday night I come on here for Beauty Tip Tuesday. And I share with you a beauty tip that you can basically use at home. Okay, and I'm gonna just show you, if you have a similar eye palette, you're going to be able to do this at home as well. Or if you like something that I might be using, you can of course let me know, send me a message, and we can chat about it. Okay, so that's why I'm here. So I'm just going to kind of freshen up my face because I literally have nothing on since this morning, and I want to be able to show you different ways to use one palette but get 5 uses out of it. Hey Laura, how are you? Okay, so that's gonna be tonight's Beauty Tip Tuesday. So I just want to kind of freshen up my base face here. So I'm just using a little bit of a light, like just a loose powder foundation. I'm gonna be taking it off anyway when I come off of here. Hey Lisa, how are you? Hey Lynn, how are you, beautiful? Okay, so tonight, well first I want to take off one of my brows so that I can show you, because we're going to use this palette for brows. So I'm just going to take one of my shine cloths just to remove that really, really quick. Hey Denise. Okay, so I'm just taking off my brow work from this morning. Brow work, because it's, you know, so intense. Hey Jennifer, how are you? Okay, so, and we're gonna use this palette to fill in this brow. So I just kind of wanted to take this off so I can show you. So we are going to use what's called the Addiction Eyeshadow Palette number 1. Okay, it looks like this, and I'm gonna open it up and you're gonna see. So it's got all of these browns and golds and gorgeous neutral colors, and you're gonna see how many ways we can actually use this one palette. And I was thinking earlier, I'm like, you know what, when I put together my hospital bag, palette 1's going in there, because if I need to freshen myself up, this is what we're gonna use. Hey Jess, how are you? All right, so I kind of took off my brow. So I'm gonna put my shine cloth away for later. I'm also drinking my tea, so if you guys have some nighttime tea, cheers to you. We're almost halfway through the week. Whew, I don't know about you, but I'm like tired. Okay, all right, so if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. Say hey in the comments. Let me know if you've used these tricks or not. So we're gonna start off, remember this is palette 1. So first I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna do like a little bit of eyeshadow because clearly it's an eye palette. So we're gonna do some eyeshadow tonight. All right, so what I wanna do first is I'm actually going to take, well, first I'm gonna do a base, okay? So I'm gonna take Elated, which is a, it's like a nude. It's a matte nude color. I'm just gonna go over my entire lid with it. Yes, Denise, whenever you put on any type of foundation, you should always have the primer on as well. It just kind of helps to create that smooth canvas. It fills in your pores, your lines. So regardless of whatever foundation it is that you might be wearing. Do you have a primer at home? Because yeah, you should definitely do. I don't go a day without it now. Ever since I started wearing primer, I don't go a day without it. Even if it's on, even if I'm just putting a lightness on, I always have a primer on. Okay, good. Hey Lisa, how are you? All right, so I just kind of went over with a very, I just used the nude color, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is take the blending brush. I shouldn't talk so loud because my husband's sleeping in the other room. Okay, I'm gonna take Chipper, which is just a very like medium brown. Oh my gosh, I hear kids across the street. Do you hear them? My window is, you can hear everything. In fact, that was part of why I woke up in the middle of the night last night. Because not only am I uncomfortable at this point, being 33 weeks pregnant, but there's sirens going on, loud cars driving by. We live like on a main road right now, so luckily we're moving soon, but like, I'm like, seriously, don't they know that there's a pregnant lady living here? Like, be quiet. I can't even deal. All right, so I'm taking the Chipper with my blending brush, and we're just kind of going into the crease with it. But because it kind of, it spreads the color, the blending brush is amazing because it just literally just lightly spreads the color. It doesn't, you don't get like that harsh line in the crease. It kind of gives it such a nice kind of soft look to it. Hey Karen, how are you? Hi Katrina, how are you? All right, so there's the crease color in the Chipper, okay? Now all I'm gonna do, because we're just gonna keep this sort of, you know, I wanna show you the other tips of how you can use this. I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of swanky on the lid so you can see how awesome this color is. It's kind of like a metallic gold. So I'm gonna use my deluxe brush, okay? Okay. I am due July 22nd, so I have 7 more weeks. Although I feel like I might go earlier, I don't know. And this is like super easy. This palette's awesome because it's neutral, it's great for anybody, and you can take it from day, I mean, all of our palettes you can kind of go from day to night, but it has such gorgeous colors that you can kind of rock any type of look with this, whether you're just putting a little bit of the shimmer on, or you want that, just a very nude, neutral, matted look. So you can kind of play around with what you want. All right, so there's the swanky all over the lid. It's kind of like a metallic gold, if you can see that. Okay, it's really, really pretty. And then if you want to add a little bit of depth to it, I'm gonna take this Zealous, which is the dark brown here on the end, okay? Hey Nelly, how are you? I'm showing off palette 1. Okay. I like to take a little bit of like the darker brown and just kind of put it a little bit on that outer corner. Hi Donna, how are you? It just kind of helps kind of like create a little bit of depth, okay? No, Katrina, I did not. I was very close, but I did not get the robe last month. Okay. All right, so that's eyeshadow. Clearly that's the #1 way that you're gonna use an eyeshadow palette. Hello. But what you didn't realize is that these are all great colors for other purposes. So the next thing I'm gonna show you is how to use this Hey Krista, how are you? With brows. So we're gonna take the brown, and you can kind of fluctuate between the shades depending on how light or dark you wanna go. Okay, so we're gonna use, I'm gonna go in with the Forthright, which is the darker brown. And I'm using, this is our liner shader brush. So it's a really great brush because it's double-sided. You can use this side for eyeshadow, and you can use this side for an eyeliner, okay, which actually, well, brows and a liner. So after this, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna use this for eyeliner as well. Hey Lucy, how are you? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the darker brown, and I'm literally gonna do the same thing that I typically do with the brow palette, and just literally fill in my brow. If you have any type of brown product, so even if it's like a cream eyeshadow, at least ours dry to a powder finish, which makes it even better. But you can actually use those, like our Splurge cream eyeshadows, you can use that to fill in your brows as well. Oh my gosh, end of the school year, that's right. It's June, tomorrow's June 6th. Oh my gosh, the kids are almost out for school. It's summer, summer's here. I'm sure there's so much like to wrap up at the end of the year, right? I can't imagine. Okay, so we just used the brown eyeshadow to fill in our brow. How awesome is that? All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this as eyeliner as well, okay? So what I'm gonna do is take that same brush, and I am going to, sorry, I'm a little tired. I don't usually yawn publicly, but. All right, now when I use this as an eyeliner, I kind of like to wet it, so I'm gonna use rose water to just spray the tip of the brush, okay? Oh my gosh, she's graduating. It's 8th grade, right? Or high school? Or are you working prom? Well, I didn't think you gotta clarify because I didn't realize. I'm feeling good. I really cannot complain. I'm just sort of, I think it's normal. I'm just tired. I get extra tired. I'm feeling the weight now. My back kind of hurts a little bit because of the weight. But I just kind of do what I need to do to make it work and get myself comfortable. That's all that I can do at this point. Oh, elementary, okay. All right, so I'm going in with the Forthright again, which is that darker brown. Can you see this? It is coming up a little bit, but it's on top of the Swanky, so that's why it's not as bold, but it is there. And how easy was that? Like, so easy, right? Aw, thanks, Lucy. It's still kind of just, like, weird to think about. But we're both super excited. All right, so this is a very soft look, okay? So I just used the Forthright, the same color that I used on my brow. I used as eyeliner on the top of my lid, which is sitting on top of the Swanky eyeshadow. But it's really kind of, even though it looks super dark here, this is the Forthright, it actually comes out very soft looking. So if you don't want such a harsh or bold look when it comes to eyeliner, this is a great alternative. So I use the liner shader brush once again, I used the liner side. I sprayed it with the rose water just because it helps give the color, the eyeshadow, a little bit more pop of color. But the fact too that I'm putting it on top of my other eyeshadow, you want it to show up. So I find that using the rose water to wet your brush before you do it, or even like spray your product, it will help show it more, okay? I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. My bedtime tea. Caramel. It smells really good. All right, so there you go. So there's the third way. We've got eyeshadow, we've got the brow filled in, and we've got the eyeliner. So now what we're going to do is actually, wait, let me refresh my brain here. I should have written this down, but they were so easy. What was my, contouring is the next way, but I had a fifth way. Oh, the highlight. Okay, so let's do the contour really quickly. So here's what I'm thinking we can do here. We are, again, gonna use the brown family to contour a little bit. And I'm gonna just do the chipper because I feel like it's lighter and it might look a little bit better. So we'll see. All right, let's try that. So what I'm gonna do is take my blusher brush. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna go into the fourth right with it. Oh, not the fourth right. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the chipper. And I totally put it in the fourth right. Look how dark it is. Really, people? Well, I guess you can use it, so let's just continue. Although I might look ridiculous. It's okay, you gotta blend it out. That's the key, is blending. And I'm not even going in with more products. We're just gonna blend this out really well. Like, look, seriously, I look ridiculous. Oh my God. I didn't want to use this dark of a color. Oh my God, I cannot. I look like I got punched in the face, you guys. Seriously. Oh my God, Michelle. What is wrong with you? This is not going well. Hold on. Let me take this off. I totally put it in the wrong color. I was only supposed to use chipper. This I might be able to, no, I'm just gonna take it off. Oh, Michelle. If you're of a darker skin tone, then yeah, like look at me. I look like I got beat up. I can't. Like baby brain, pregnancy brain, whatever you want to call it. All right, hold on. I can't. Who's watching this? Did you see that happen? I need to just fix this. Oh my God. I totally put the wrong color on my face just now. All right, that's enough. That's enough of that. All right, let's go back. So let's do the chipper. All right, the chipper is the lighter brown. So let's try this out, you guys. Okay, let's try this out. Hey, Julie, how are you? Okay, so as you can see, the chipper is not as dark, and this is what I wanted to do with it. And it takes blending, okay? So whenever you are contouring or putting eyeshadow on or face products or whatever, you have to blend like blend really well. It might take some time. It depends on what you want to look like. And this is very basic, you guys, like super basic. I'm not even doing anything crazy. If there are any professional makeup artists watching me right now, they're probably like, what on earth is she doing? But hey, it works for me, okay? It works for me. Hi, Evelyn, how are you? All right, so we've just contoured now with the chipper. Okay, you can see the dimension happening, right? And we use this lighter brown. Don't use this unless you have a darker skin tone. You can do that, but chipper is gonna be your safer bet to use for the contouring. Now the last piece is the highlighting. So what I wanted to do is we are going to use, I'm gonna put a little bit of, now this is a nude color, so let's just try this. We're gonna do the Elated, and I'm just gonna lightly put it, it's nude, so it's not like super bright, but it's gonna help to highlight a little bit. Boom, boom. I mean, seriously, one palette, you guys, and look at the look that I've created. How awesome is this? It's the perfect go-to palette, I'm telling you, for anybody. Doesn't matter your skin tone, where you're going, what you use it for. It is the ultimate go-to palette, I'm telling you right now. Like, everybody needs this. All right, so we are using the Elated, which is that nude, it's a nude color, but look at the highlight that it created. Like, is that not insane? It's right here, this nude, this matte nude color. Okay, then, so in reality, I guess there's 6 ways, because now you can use it as a luminizer. Hey Lisa, how are you? A luminizer is that shimmery glow that you see the celebrities wearing, right? So on top of your, hey Farah, how are you? Your cheekbones, even down your nose if you wanted to, there's certain spots where you use a luminizer. And those are those shimmer products. So you're gonna be able to use any of these colors too. I mean, you could use Sincere or Brassy for your luminizer. So technically there's 6 ways. I'm on the 6th way, you guys. How are you guys? Lisa's a rock star on Team Lash Squad. All right, so with the luminizer, and actually, I have loved using the blending brush. I don't know about you. We have a fan brush, which I love. I absolutely love our fan brush. Is this not the cutest thing that you've ever seen in your life? It's like, fan me. It is the cutest thing. But I actually have found, because I love to use a powder luminizer, I love to use the blending brush for it. It makes it, it's like 2 seconds. It's super easy. So let's use the Sincere color, which is right here. And as you can see, put a little bit on the brush. You can tap off the excess, okay? Hey Carrie, how are you? And we're gonna put this right here. You kind of like create like a little C. And it just kind of gives you like that shimmer. Oh my gosh. Hey Jill, how are you? Like, seriously. Don't mind this thing. I have like I think it's like a blood vessel or something. I need to ask my doctor about it. It just kind of has shown up the past few months, and I just kind of ignore it. So you kind of get that luminizer effect, right? And you can continue. Some people do put it like on the tip of their nose to kind of get that extra, you know, highlight going on. You can use this as well to highlight your brow bone, which we did not do before actually. I only did my one eye with eyeshadow because I have shown this palette before, and I will be showing it a lot more with eyeshadow because I absolutely love it. It's my favorite. I love neutral colors. I'm a browns and nudes and golds kind of gal. I just love that look on me personally. I love a nude lip. That's just the look that I like. So I will be showcasing this palette a lot this month so you can see. So really we talked about 6 ways now that you can use this crazy amazing palette, okay? So this is Addiction Palette 1, okay? And we pretty much used every color in here, I think. I didn't use Brassy, but Brassy is an alternative. You can use that as your luminizer, of course. And if you have lipstick on, you can always put some of the shimmer on top of it as well. Okay, that's 7 ways. I didn't even realize. All right, so here's what we did today. We used the Addiction Eye Palette, number 1. Okay, it's number 1 because there are 5 Addiction Eye palettes, plus an anniversary, like a special edition palette that's a little separate. But this one I wanted to showcase today. So what we did was we used it as eyeshadow, of course, number 1 way. We filled in our brow. Okay, we also used it as eyeliner. As you can see, we used the color Forthright, which is the darker brown with rose water, as eyeliner on the top of the lid. Okay, then we used it to contour, so you can see the structure that has happened miraculously by adding in the lighter brown called Chipper for the contouring areas. And we used it to highlight as well. So we used the Elated, which is a very matte nude color. It doesn't do too, like when you look at it, it's like, oh, it's pretty sheer. But as you can see, it really kind of does just highlight very smoothly and very lightly those highlighting areas, like underneath your eyes, down your nose, your Cupid's bow, things of that nature, okay? And then we use the luminizer. Hey, Anna. Okay, so we went in with Sincere here, and we used that as a luminizer, which luminizer is just kind of like adding the shimmery light here to certain areas of your face, but the most popular is like the upper cheekbone, just to kind of get that extra glam. Okay, so there you have it. This is Addiction Eye Palette 1. 1 palette, technically 6 uses that we just talked about. I hope that you found this valuable. If you have a similar palette at home, experiment with the different shades of browns and the champagnes and the nudes and kind of play around with it. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it. I've had this palette since I started this business. I probably shouldn't admit that because in reality, I should probably get a brand new one at this point because it's been like 2.5 years. But no, I still use it because look how much product is in there. It's like crazy, and I use it a lot. It's just one of those things, the products last so long, and they're just amazing. So I highly recommend Addiction Eye Palette 1 for anybody. It's the perfect palette to sort of get like just, you got like a very light look if you just wanted to put a little sparkle on. You can do a full nighttime look. It's really, really awesome. And it goes with anything. These are neutrals, browns, and golds. You can wear it with anything, okay? And it lets you pack lightly. So I'm gonna take this, put it in my hospital bag, along with a couple of brushes and my base space, and I'm gonna be good to go if I need to freshen up, because Lord knows I feel like I'm gonna want to. All right, that's all I got for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, I'm Michelle Rocco. I'm an elite green status presenter with Younique. These are naturally based. There's no chemicals, no toxins, no cancer-causing carcinogens, none of that in these products. Hey Yvette, how are you? So they're perfectly great for kids too. The recitals are coming up. I've used this on my younger sisters as well. I love the golds. The golds really pop on them. They have a darker skin tone, but regardless, it's really awesome. So this is totally safe for kids as well. And it comes discounted in this month's Kudos, the June Kudos bundle, free makeup bag, an exclusive brush, the eye palette, and a lip stain. It's really awesome. It's a great bundle. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, you can let me know. Send me a private message, comment on this video, or if you just want to check out the palette or whatever, you can visit my website at feelbeautifulbymichelle.com. It's open 24/7. And that's it. So I hope that you enjoyed this little beauty tip Tuesday. And if you have any questions about anything, feel free to send me a private message. Reach out to me at any time. I'd love to be your beauty gal. So I am off to finish my tea, off to bed very soon, and I will talk to you guys later. Love you all. Bye.